Hello everyone, LRon here with part 10 of my total Terraria world Annihilation. So, in the previous video I talked about item rarity, specifically someone's top 5 rarest items, and they had labeled the bone key as number 2. Supposedly they believe that the bone key is second only to the nymph banner. And that probably makes sense given how uncommon a nymph is. I had a underground hollowed farm over in Town, so I ended up getting a pretty good number of them. I want to say that I got like 8 metal detectors, which should translate to 8 nymphs. But of course, those were like AFK and semi-AFK situations. I needed a lot of Souls of Light, and I think I was also trying to make hollowed mimics appear to get that that one bow. I never remember the name of the bow. It's the really cool one that makes it so that when you shoot, it doesn't originate from the bow. It makes the arrows fall from the sky. So it actually works out really good with like Martian Madness events and other things where you can hide on in one spot and let the arrows rain in. So actually works out really good with a lot of AFK farms if you design them right. Because if you carve up enough of the space above you, then the arrows won't hit blocks on the way down to where you're hoping they'd go. Yeah, that bow was the key to my expert mode mechanical boss's success. When Cat Althum was under house arrest with no visitation rights in Town. And looks like right now I am having to deal with the fallout associated with the wall of flesh being defeated. Now there's all those ice pixies or whatever, they're shooting bolts at me, and various other nuisances that I didn't intend on having around, especially at this early in the progression of our project. Looks like the hollowed ground is spreading rapidly, as you'd kind of expect. Yeah, it's definitely... we're definitely doing ourselves no favors having to stall for the Dungeon Guardian when that time comes. So a lot of the underground's going to be this this junk and its evil counterpart. And so then at some point I start smashing Crimson Altars. I forget if that's this time through or a bit later. But you're going to see me get an achievement for breaking the altar and then later on harvesting hard mode metals. And that may seem confusing to people. And there is a logical explanation for it, believe it or not. When basically the achievement system didn't exist when I played in 1.2, so that explains why Jimothy did not give me that stuff. And then you're gonna then ask, what about Cat Althune? If she's defeated the Moon Lord, then surely she had to have gotten some hard mode metals. And yes, that is true, but I chose to obtain them a different way than smashing altars. Because whenever you smash an altar, you introduce more corruption or crimson into the world. And I had the corruption and crimson, or I had the crimson and the hollow at a state where it wasn't going to spread anymore in its present state. I didn't want to open Pandora's box. So I ended up doing a ton of fishing before defeating the Wall of Flesh. So I got a lot of fisherman's quests under my belt, and got all the gear to improve fishing, and then basically when I had a critical mass with that, I started using crate potions out the wazoo, because those quests occasionally give you crate potions as a reward. And so once my fishing was decent enough to guarantee that I wasn't going to get bent tin cans and smelly shoes and whatnot, I started to fish with the intent of finding crates and use all my various potions to help me with that. And because what happens is the crates, when you open them, they have metals in them, and the metals inside them is determined not at the time that you've generated the crates, but at the time that you open the crate. So I just stockpiled crates. I had maybe 150 crates when I defeated the Wall of Flesh, so as a result I was able to get like a full titanium set of armor. And so, with that, I had no need to destroy Crimson Altars, so why bother polluting a world when I don't need to? I mean, museum, there's gonna be no blocks left, so might as well break the altars here and get the achievement. Also, I kind of have no choice but to break all the altars in this planet, because how else am I going to get the blocks under them? So I definitely had all this in mind, and had this planned out for a very long time. I was also hoping for a Corruption World instead of a Crimson World, so I can get my Eater of Worlds achievements, because at this point I've only been able to face Brain of Cthulhu's. I could always go back to Jimothy's planet and kill him there, I guess. That's it for this video. I will see you next video.